morning, guys. It's Linton here from Greenbox Markets. So I've been watching silver quite closely because I'm expecting some huge upside to form on silver eventually, and I'm waiting for that break to take place. So let's just have a look at where it currently stands and what we're watching. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see this initial impulse here. Now remember, this is the weekly time frame, so this is a massive amount of pips that we're talking about, or points. 688, so that's really big in terms of silver. So what I'm expecting to see is this same size impulse on the right hand side over here. So we've got impulse, correction, impulse, and that's what I'm expecting to see. So I've been waiting for the break of this corrective structure to show so that we can get into this trade for the upside. We have banked a few nice profits on silver in the interim, smaller time frames. But I'm hoping to eventually get into this trade for this big move here on the right hand side. Let's just go down to the daily quickly and have a look at it over there. So on the daily, we can see quite clearly that it did close outside of the weekly structure that I just showed you, and we're waiting to see signs of a trigger to the upside, and I believe it could happen quite soon. I'm just going to clear up my chart here a little bit so that you can see things more clearly. Okay, so again we've had an impulse and what looks like is a corrective structure form, and pretty close to a point where I think it could trigger long to the upside. So I'm just going to have a look at it on the 4 hour quickly and show you exactly what I'm looking at. So again, this line coming through here, that is the weekly breakout line. That's the weekly structure that has broken to the upside. Now on the 4 hour, we can see quite an interesting corrective structure that has shown over here. We've got this impulse, then we've got a 1, 2, 3 wave structure, that being 1, that being 2, and that being 3. 3 wave structure, and we're currently in the 4th wave. Should this structure break to the upside on the 4th wave, it's then called a 3 wave structure with a break to the upside, and we should see a completion of at least this move over here to the upside. Will that be the start of the big move? We don't know, but what we can do is wait for the break, get into the trade, and then progressively move our stop loss further and further up so that we can eventually be in the long trade to the upside, the massive trade on the weekly time frame when it triggers. Alternatively, what we could see here possibly is that this would complete the, let me just draw it in for you. So this structure over here was the one we were just looking at with the 3 waves and the possible break to the upside. This break to the upside and that impulse over there would give us a possibility of a 1, 2, and then a 3 wave structure like that, just to form a bigger corrective structure before the start of the upside on the weekly time frame. So that is something we'll watch for. If we do get this entry here, we'll move our stop progressively further into profit, and when we get to this point, we will have to wait and see around about this level over here, perhaps even that high there. We will have to see whether that breaks and we get the big move to the upside. If it does pull back, it will trigger our profit stop. We'll make a profit and we will wait for another entry to the upside over here. Hope that helps you with your setup on silver. There is a lot to be made out of trading silver, and if you can get into this weekly trade with us, there's a lot on the table here that we can make. Guys, trade with care and take care. Cheers.